Alright guys, at last we are here, the temple. This is the final area of the main game of Spelunky. Not hell, we'll get to that later. The first thing you need to know about the temple is you're going to meet a lot of old enemies. The scorpion from the mines here. You're going to have the scorpion, you're going to see the cobra again, the cavemen. And these are your new enemies here, these hawkmen. Don't mess with these guys too much, kill them when you can. I like to use traps here to kill them. These stone traps, you're going to see a lot of these in the temple. Now, a lot of people are just terrified of these things, and they very well should be. But I like them. I like them a lot because I can use them against my enemies a lot, and I'm going to teach you guys how to do that. Don't be afraid of the traps in the temple. You need to get very well accustomed to seeing these things and using them to your advantage. I'm going to show you many examples of how I like to use these things. Let me use this situation as an example on how to effectively use these stone traps. Notice how Anubis is after me. I can manipulate him towards me because he's kind of like the ghost. If wherever you go, he can kind of go. And that goes for most of the enemies in Spelunky. I'm going to use the stone trap right here to crush him. These traps are definitely the most dangerous threat you've encountered yet as far as traps. They will follow you in a certain direction. If you're up, they'll go up. If you're down, they'll go down. You got to be aware of this because, if you just get away from them and think you're all okay, I just got away from it. No, it's always going to follow you, and you have to be aware of that. Where you don't want to get cute with these things is when you're in very tight spaces. If you don't have a lot of room to maneuver, bomb them. Trust me, you will want to bomb them if they're next to Tiki Traps in an enclosed area. Don't mess with these things or you'll be going back to the mines. Don't mess with these things if they're in a tight space. And again, this all comes down to making good decisions. Making decisions on the fly and quickly. You have to decide, is it worth it? Is this going to get me killed? Like I said in my jungle video, is it worth it? Always ask yourself this question before maneuvering in the temple, because it is chock full of traps. Now, one trap that you better be very scared of and respect very much are these lava pools. Do not attempt to jump over the lava pool. It's not worth it. Drain the pool by using a bomb, because there are a lot of things that can happen. You don't use ropes near them; they'll just burn up. If you try to jump over the pool, lava guys can jump out of the pool and hit you in midair. Yes, it has happened to me many of times. Now, hopefully you guys are very comfortable with these Tiki Traps by now, because you're going to see a lot of these in the temple as well. Now, here's a new enemy in the temple. These mummy lords. They'll walk around slowly and they'll shoot these bugs at you. Kind of like the Egyptian plague or whatever. These guys are not to be messed with. I don't have spiked shoes, and that's the best way to usually deal with these guys, to jump on their heads. If you don't have spiked shoes, run. Try to find a way to manipulate them into traps. Tiki Traps are good. They'll walk right into Tiki Traps, and I'll show you examples of that in a second. Now, if you don't have anything, if you have bombs, you can use bombs to take them out, or sticky bombs are preferable. If you can, one sticky bomb will take a mummy out, but I'm just going worst case scenario here. If you don't have anything, just run. And you can use traps. Like I said, if there is no traps, though, you can always try to jump on their head and get away from them, as you just saw me do. The best piece of advice I can give you in the temple is take your time. Observe the situation more than you have in the past, because there are so many different enemies now in this temple. The mummy lords, the little mosquitoes. I mean, there's just so many things that can hit you into traps. The stone traps. You get hit by a cobra's acid and it knocks you into a tiki trap, or it knocks you into the stone trap. You have to go very slow. If you go slow, just go slow and observe the situation. That's the best thing you can do in the temple. Alright, let's go into detail about these enemies in the temple. These hawkmen are kind of like shopkeepers. They will jump around and run around like crazy until they knock you into traps or something. Just make sure you attack these guys from above always with spiked shoes, or just whip them when their back is turned is the best strategy I can give you here. Alright, these guys piss me off. I hate these damn fire guys, because they're pretty much indestructible until they run into traps or something like a tiki trap or a stone trap. These guys have to be avoided because they can kill you, knock you into things. When you're near lava pools, and this is another reason I say drain the pool, because these guys can be a real pain in the ass. Take care of them by draining the pools. These mosquitoes aren't too bad. You can usually jump whip them, or jump on their heads. I mean, they can always knock you into traps just like everything else in the game. So don't take them lightly, but just they're very easy to kill. Just jump on their heads or use the whip. Jump whipping is an effective strategy. If ever you wanted to avoid an enemy, you want to avoid the crocodiles, the alligators, whatever the hell these things are called. Avoid them at all costs. They can telefrag you randomly. I don't know how it works. Maybe if you get too close to them or something, but it's best to just never let them see you in the first place. This is one enemy I am terrified when I see it, because I just don't even know if he's going to just kill me outright or what. Just, if you see one, don't attack him. Avoid him like the plague. Literally like the plague. And at last we are here. Olmec. I gotta tell y'all something. I had so much trouble coming up with a consistent strategy to get this guy. And luckily for you guys, I have come up with a very easy way to take him out at least 95% of the time. There are occasions where you'll get screwed over by the enemies, but I have pretty much, I can do this consistently, so I'm going to show you exactly what to do, and it's very important that you pay attention to the minute details about this. Now, when I was trying to beat Olmec for the first time, I looked on the internet, and I couldn't find any guides that would help me get past him. Every time I would try their strategy, it would just fail. But the thing is, their strategy was good, but they failed to mention one very, very, very crucial detail. And I'm going to reveal that detail to you. And I really am disappointed that people haven't revealed this, because it's such a huge part of this fight. I swear, without this little tiny detail, it's very likely to die sometimes. But with this, it's pretty much foolproof. Okay. As soon as you're able to control your character, run to the right. Now, take your hand off of the sprint button. This is very, very important. Do not run initially. That's the key. You want to here's the entire key to this fight. Let him commit. If you just run as soon as he rises up, that is not going to be a good strategy. I have died so many times trying this. And I've seen the internet where people have said just run underneath him and stuff. Or run to the right, run to the left. No. This is the entire key. If you let him commit, and what I mean by this, if you don't move and you let him get over your head, and of course don't wait too long, but if you let him commit to your spacing, you can create enough space to run back and forth between one gap. And that's the key to this fight. Especially on a speed run, you're not going to have time to bomb, of course. Of course, the conditions are not always going to be ideal. Sometimes he will make the ground unlevel, and you'll have to adjust to this and on the fly, and it's very difficult to do such. Especially when you have to pay attention to his enemies that are spawning. You'll need to use ropes to kill them. You'll have to time it, and it's kind of hard sometimes because they're just all over the place, and you just never know what the hell's going to spawn. It could be a spider, it could be a snail. You just have to kind of get lucky with this situation. But always use the ropes, and make sure you time it as soon as he goes into the lava, because you don't want to be caught on his head going into the lava. At least not yet. We're not going to hell just yet. Okay, guys, that concludes the first romp through the game, the main romp through the game. The initial romp through the game, whatever you want to call it. It's beating the game for the first time or whatever. But I hope this guide has helped you guys out. I will be doing a hell run next. It's basically just going to be not as much commentary. I'm not going to talk through the whole thing. I am going to talk about specific things if I feel it's important to mention it. But yeah, it's going to be a complete hell run from start to finish. So I hope you guys are going to be looking forward to that. And I really have enjoyed making these guides. I'll see you guys in the hell run.